Let's see here. What is going on, family? So, we are on day 24 with Jesus, day 24 to freedom, and day 15 of 75 hard. So, basically, there was something that I wanted to do. It said read Matthew 22, 36 to 40. So Matthew 22, 36 to 40 starts off where we say, Teacher, which is the most important commandment in the law of Moses? Jesus replied, You must love the Lord. You must love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, and all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. A second is equally important. Love your neighbor as yourself. The entire law and all the demands of the prophets are based on these two commandments. And it's like summarizing your own words. So if I was to summarize that in my own words, it would just be like, love the Lord as you do yourself. And the thing about it is some people I feel like can't even love themselves. So I might want to take that one back because sometimes I feel like that's kind of hard for some. A lot of people struggle with that. But it says you must love the Lord with all your heart. If you love the Lord with all your heart, then you're going to love yourself. It's just that simple because he's going to fulfill your heart with love, support, and care, and comfort, and everything else that you need. And it says love thy neighbor, which is like the surrounding, everyone. Love everybody. Summarizing on your words is like, give love to the neighbor, give love to the person that's walking out the store, or whenever you're walking out and you're holding the door, give love to them. It's like just give love to everyone around you. Why? My answer to that is because love is really hard to come by. A lot of people struggle in this world today due to the fact that they was never loved, even as a little kid. They might have been abandoned, or even a relationship. You can still be married and still not even receive the love that you're supposed to be receiving. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, that's how things work. Love is really, really hard for today's age. Love can be really hard for people to actually give. And it's something that is free to do. It doesn't cost you anything. And honestly, it's going to make you feel amazing to just show love to someone. And if I was to summarize that, that's where I would land on it. Is like, just love Jesus first with all your heart. Your heart become fulfilled and happy and pure and at peace. And then love thy neighbor as well, like you just did Jesus. And that's one of the things that stuck out to me the most in this section right here. Because it wanted you to summarize it actually, and what were your thoughts on it and things like that. But that's just something I feel like I stand on all the time, and that's because I'm always trying to be nice. Even when I'm in the worst moods or in a bad mood, I try to be nice all the time due to the fact it makes me feel good to love those around me, to show love. It's just a good thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, this life isn't forever, and if you was to leave this world tomorrow, do you want to be remembered as like a nice person, or a person that loved everybody, or a person that just was always there for everybody, or do you want to remember as like a Grinch? You didn't care for nothing. All you cared about was yourself, and nobody really wanted you to be around them. They didn't really enjoy your presence. If there is anything that I could say to relate to that, I would say, wherever you are or wherever you stand, be the soul in that environment. Be the soul in that area. If you're in a room filled with like 2,000 people, be the soul in that room. Let people feel your presence without you even saying anything. And that starts inside, of course, loving Jesus and just become like coming to peace, coming to understanding. But that's like, I don't know, like that's just something I feel like, just be the soul in the room, man. Whenever you walk in and people feel your presence, you want your presence and your energy to be like, this is so comforting. Like you being around it just makes me feel good, like be that person. Be the person that people want they want you to be around. They invite you to be around, invite you to cookouts, invite you to the gatherings, they invite you to a family reunion, and you ain't even family, but you family. You feel what I'm saying? Like be that person, and watch it all work out from that point, That's where I feel like I stand on that part for sure. And realistically, you know, I got most of the stuff done as far as 75 hard. I just gotta like, you know, weigh out my food and cook today. And you know, I apologize if these videos are like, you know, kind of getting a little, you know, I don't want to say boring because I don't feel like they're boring. I mean, I want to say it, but I don't want to say it because I don't feel like it's that. More like the same thing. So I'm trying to, you know, of course, I'm gonna keep going with this because, like I said, after the 30 days, I want to continue to, and I want to open up my Bible. So that being said, before I get out of here, I want to ask for anyone that wants to comment, you know, of course, comment down or write me personally. Where would you tell? What would be your suggestions on starting in the Bible if I never really, like, I read a few things here and there, opened up and did this and that, but what would be your comment? Like, what would you say start when it comes to like reading the Bible? What would you say? Start here, then go here, then go there, then go there. Because when I get to the point of getting close to the end of this, or either just randomly one day before this is over with, start opening it up. I don't know how it's going to happen. I'm just going to go with the flow. But regardless, once this is said and done, I gotta keep it going. Because like I said, there's something coming out of all this, and clearly, definitely gonna be what's in the title, freedom. But outside of that, there's more than just freedom coming too. Transformation. Let's go. But yeah, that's probably all that I have about that one, guys. Truly appreciate you guys for sticking around this long, as well as just being here with me through this process and through this transformation and through these things that I'm doing. And man, as you guys know, how I always end it, and what it's always gonna be: peace, love, and happiness. Big faith.